Hey everybody, my name is Aaron and I'm building an app called Hi-Hat. It gives music fans everything they need to keep up with their favorite bands. I post new video blogs about my progress every Wednesday, so subscribe to get all the information. So you may notice that I keep changing the slogan, and the reason I'm doing that is because I've been trying to get to the heart of what it is that people like about Hi-Hat or find interesting or compelling about it. When I started this project long ago, I had some really specific ideas about what I thought it should be. And a lot of those ideas have proven to be things that people weren't really as interested in. Now, when I described them to people, they're like, oh yeah, I get it. That sounds cool. And then they'd sort of tell it back to me because they were excited about it. But when I actually put it in people's hands, the reality is different. And in a lot of ways, I should have figured that out earlier. Now, I know I've talked about that before, but I had some conversations with some friends who are entrepreneurs over the last few weeks, and they gave me similar advice, which was basically that I wasn't, dedicated or committed, or I'm not sure what the right word is, to the idea of failing fast in order to figure out what the right product is. Now, I got used to building stuff a certain way, coming from a startup that had a successful product and basically built that product a whole bunch of times, but better and better and better. When you have a clear idea of what's going to be successful and you just need to build on top of it, that's a completely different thing from trying to figure out what's going to be successful in the first place. And the type of work that you have to do to make that thing is also different. And I think that it took me a while to internalize that sort of fail fast ethos that comes from the startup scene. And basically, I needed to understand that I don't know what's going to work. And no matter how much research I did about what consumers were interested in and about the industry and talking to people and stuff like that, I wasn't really going to find out what was going to work as a consumer product until I put it in people's hands and let them play around with it. Now, I've done that at this point, and after I ripped out a whole bunch of things that I had in the app originally, and people use it a certain way, and it's not even what I expected. The people that retain, the people that come back to the app, are just checking the feed over and over again. They open the app, they look at the feed of their favorite band or whatever band they signed up for, and that's it. And so I have to ask myself, is this the utility that is going to make it a successful app, given that people, a few people at least, have already sort of told me through their actions that this interests them? Now, rather than doubling down on the idea and going, I'm going to build the best version of this possible, which is what I might have thought maybe 6 months ago, instead, I'm doing the quick and dirty version. And the quick and dirty version is going to involve a lot of things that I see as mistakes or problems. There's going to be issues with data, or there's going to be duplicates, or stuff is going to be incomplete. But I'm going to have to accept that an 80% solution is good enough for the purpose of throwing stuff at the wall and seeing what sticks. And I have to realize and internalize that I am still at that phase. I am still at the phase of throw stuff at the wall and see what sticks. And as long as I'm there, as long as I can let go of the idea that I know what's best and not hang on to the notion that this idea is the idea, this is the best thing, then I'm going to be more open to figuring out what really does work. Now, I've given myself some soft deadlines that are basically, I need to get stuff done quickly. I need to prove that either it works or it doesn't work. And if it doesn't work, I need to move on and try something else. Now, I'm going to try stuff that's still in the ballpark of what Hi-Hat could be, about music and about concerts and, discovery and community and all the things that I've talked about in other video blogs. But I don't want to be married to the solution to the problems that I'm trying to solve. That is sort of a weight off my shoulders in a lot of ways, because it means that if the thing that I'm building now doesn't work, it's not like I personally failed. It just means I need to try stuff that's different. It's the old quote, I guess, Winston Churchill, that was, success is going from failure to failure with no lack of enthusiasm. And the idea that I'm going to build a bunch of stuff quick and dirty and just get it out there and get feedback on it is in some ways more exciting than the idea that I'm going to just buckle down and spend however many months trying to build something that's perfect. I like feedback. I like the iteration cycle. So we'll see how that goes. I have a sticky note on my desk that says radical change every 6 weeks as a way to remind me that I should be coming up with ideas that are very different and very interesting and very big. And hopefully one of those ideas will be the one that becomes successful. But I won't know until I try it. All right, that's it for this week. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and whatever other fun things you do on the internets. I'll see you next week.